Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. Alright, are you ready to get shot?
What? No.
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
Are we gonna get killed if we play along?
No, because he is playing along. He knows.
Okay.
I think he'll know when to cut it off early.
Okay, let's play along then.
Also, she does wear glasses, so I was right. It's her glasses that got broken at both scenes.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why did he bring you here? What does he want?
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to
no.
get out, and then deal with him.
No thanks.
I beg you.
Confront then.
Yeah, I think that I don't really feel like watching this woman lie to us
Okay.
any further.
You can drop the act, Daria. I know what's going on here. I know there's no one else out there. I ran into an old friend of yours. The name Cipra mean anything to you?
You mean Dr. Cipra? Where did you dig him up?
He's worried about you.
He's worried about himself. He's worried about Tai Yong Medical. They're willing to kill to cover things up, to preserve their precious image. Their reasons are savage compared to mine.
No.
That's the one, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe this is who you are. Something changed in you after Cipra's surgery. Made you do things you would never have done otherwise, for reasons that aren't your own. But it's not too late.
Don't be so naive. I am who I've always been. Cipra's surgery, all it did was give me access to another man's technique, his courage to follow through.
I can still help you.
Oh.
Did you write this down?
No.
Did you save right before we got here?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
it's A.
You also think that it's that one?
Yes.
Do you want to roll a dice or you just want to Google it?
Oh, that's right. We have the internet.
Although it could be, they could have just recorded 3 lines and it could be rolled per save game. But even that would be interesting. So, Mankind Divided, Daria passphrase should get us there. Daria passcode or password, is that?
Hmm.
No, these are the keypad codes. Yeah, serial killer. Got it. No, not how to fight. I know how to fight or... Okay, peaceful solution. Sure.
Is it A? It looks like it's A in the screenshot.
It looks like it's A, so I think that we both... Something made us remember.
Have we been activated?
Ad hominem 2026.
What did you do? Is that how machines pray?
Oh.
Listen to me.
That
the
was
Neuro chip
mean.
that Dr. Cipra installed in you is in the process of shutting down. Try to focus. This version of you that's been hurting people, I don't believe that was really you.
Then you don't know me very well. Why? Why should this change anything? The procedure gave me access to memory banks that weren't my own. The choice to draw on those memories was mine alone.
But there's no way to know that.
You can't take them from me.
The shutdown process may take some time. There may be lingering effects, but that doesn't mean it's too late to help you.
You really believe that, don't you? All right. Prove it. Approach me. Come closer. Save me from all those horrible things Dr. Secra did. There's nothing to be scared of, right? Surely whatever trace of the harvester was inside me is gone now that you've said the magic words.
No, probably not.
You obviously need more help than I can offer, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Whatever power the neural chip had over you should be diminishing now. You should be able to fight whatever urges Svobodka's memories inspired in you.
I don't need help. You do. You need to be saved. All Ogs need to be saved. Svobodka inspired me to... I can make you human again. I have to make you human again to atone for what I am.
Omega. Omega?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
This notion you got that augmented people need saving, that there's something less than human. Look, I didn't know her, but I guarantee you Angela Gunn was a human being. Her humanity was defined by her ideas, her passions, the causes she believed in. It had nothing to do with whether or not she was augmented.
Svobodka never saw them as individuals. To him, they were victims of an age that terrified him. Mirror images of the monster he had become. He believed the entire race was under attack, that mechanization would keep our souls from migrating.
How does that sound like to you when you say it? Migration of the soul, victims of an age? I'm not talking abstract concepts here. I'm talking about people. Svobodka never saw his victims as human beings because it would have made it impossible to do what he did. He was sick, he was scared. Whatever he was no savior.
You're right. The more he killed, the easier it became. That is why he had to repeat the actions, ritualize them. It was a way of justifying his beliefs. If you kill one man, the memory is like an anvil. If you kill 7, you quickly forget the first. It all starts to seem inevitable. Surely it must be obvious to you by now. The Daria you came here to save no longer exists. She hasn't for a long time. All that remains now is his drive, his legacy, his call.
I think
It flashed Alpha twice,
right at the end.
but I still don't know. I think that... Was that 5 Alpha total? Damn it. I was so sure that it was Omega.
I don't know.
Well, the question... I'm not sure if it's 5 Alpha or 4 of each, so it still makes more sense to pick Alpha.
Okay.
His cause, not yours. I don't know the extent to which you're responsible for your actions, whether you chose to be like him or whether it was completely out of your control. But you are different. If you can recognize that, then maybe you can start distinguishing his motives from your own.
Let's say that I can feel his presence receding. After all this time, maybe I can finally recover the person I was before Cypra's procedure. That doesn't undo what I've done. How can I possibly be allowed to walk out of here?
It's not for me to judge you. I want smarter people than me to look into this neural procedure you underwent. Dig into Cypra and Tai Yun.
So you're offering me a fair trial?
I'm not offering anything. But if there's any hope of moving on here, not killing anyone else is a good start. Society has every right to judge you, and it also has a right to hear all about Cipra and Tai Young Medical. I'm not an expert on extenuating circumstances, but I'd say you have an interesting case.
You were right before about the override process taking time. I can feel him receding. Memories of memories no longer crashing against me like they did. Let me prove it to you. Come closer. I want at least one person to know that I'm no longer what I was.
No. No.
He is a super magic man.
Well, did she put the gun down?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Although she might not need it because Oggs. But we just saved.
Alright, Daria, we need to get you out of here for real now. This needs to end.
The version of me who did those things to Angela, I cannot even imagine it being me, even though I know it was. Whatever happens now, whatever the authorities decide, I hope you believe me.
What's going on here? What the hell am I interrupting?
Detective Montag,
Daria's got a story to tell you. How you react may have something to do with your thoughts on experimental neural therapies and big medical conglomerates.
I don't understand. Where is the harvester?
This is the harvester.
I want to turn myself in.
One of you really needs to start explaining.
This poor
I want to
guy.
confess to the killings of Angela Gunn, Misha Voracek, Pavel Klima,
Isn't
and
he
Leonie
about to
Wolf.
retire, have a birthday,
I
go
also
on
need
a
to tell
trip
you
or
about the neural
something?
procedure
Yeah.
I underwent. It involves Tai Young Medical and a man named Dr. Nicholas Cipra. I hope you'll listen.
You can handle this from here. Just listen carefully to what she has to say.
I believe. Whoa! Sorry, buddy!
Excuse me?
Whoa!
Pardon?
Whoa, I was just gonna say that maybe he wants to take her gun.
They said they could help people to become better versions of themselves. It all feels so long ago now. Another lifetime.
I suggest you remember everything you possibly can about this procedure you underwent. Who was involved, when it happened.
I'm not that person anymore. I swear to you.
Take your time. For now, nothing's going to happen until I get the full story.
Okay, can I talk to the detective?
Can
No.
you... Let's just get rid of that.
Yeah, it's not like she's gonna need it no matter what she decides to do next, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
30 weapon parts. So, the first time I played through the game, oh goodness. The first time I played through the game, I didn't take care of that situation in that way.
Yeah.
I did just knock her out non-lethally. Daria / the Harvester, Daria with her Harvester persona, is, as far as I'm aware, one of this game's 2 possible bosses.
Oh.
Like with a health bar and everything, I think.
Did you just pick up caffeine pills from a sewer?
Oh, hell. Okay. What?
Did you just pick up caffeine pills from a sewer?
No.
Painkillers.
That time I did.
Ew. Can't let anything go to waste. Alright, let's get out of this. You know what I keep thinking? And then...
I really don't want Detective Montag to start shooting at me now, so I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just get out through the tunnels.
Detective, I stepped on a landmine while trying to disarm it for parts. And I understand that I need to accept some responsibility for startling you, but...
It was just shocking. Anyways. I keep thinking, oh god, let's get out of here in this game.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, we've gotten out of here. Oh god, what is this place? Like, it's just one tragedy after another. Yeah, it's even raining. Well, you know what? The rain is probably the nicest part.
I'm kind of dissatisfied with that. I know that Jensen is supposed to be trained in such things, so there was an up-armored police officer there, so I'm gonna go for this one. I don't know. I know that he was probably just trying to tell her what she needed to hear to diffuse the situation. But I don't agree with some of what he said. I don't think... Sometimes I question responsibility just as a concept. You know? On my best day, right? At my most forgiving, I'm like, I don't think that people that like cause accidents while they're under the influence of alcohol should be held responsible for that. I also don't think that alcohol should be broadly available, and I don't think that the culture that exists around it should exist, you know? So it's not as simple as like, oh yeah, everybody should just get off scot-free.
It's not. It's more complicated than that.
Yeah, but I long story short, one time I accidentally got pretty high painting the interior of a room because I was very young and my mother didn't read the instructions. And we were both just like, we were laughing our asses off at all kinds of stuff, just nonsense by the time we were done. And then she realized what happened, and she was like, oh no, we need to open windows now.
We are popping brain cells right now.
Yeah, and that feeling, I'm like, I wouldn't want to be held responsible for anything I did. Like, I don't feel like it would be fair to be held responsible for anything I did under that state, you know? Because it felt so looking back on it, I still remember the sensation, and it felt so unlike me. So I think that what ought to happen is not gonna happen for her. I think that Daria should be reimbursed for the trauma she had to experience, and Taeyong Medical should be buried in a hole out back, metaphorically.
Maybe literally. How big is a Taeyong Medical?
How big is your medical conglomerate?
Like physically.
You'd shove it into the ocean?
I mean, we can already make, Panchaea. You just tuck it into Panchaea and just leave it there.
Just airlift all of Taeyong Medical's facilities and drop them into Panchaea.